Welcome back to Factorio's Space Age. We're in a bit of a pickle here. Our complete lack of stone is pretty much stopping us from doing anything here. Because we need heating towers to make some heat and other things. So, yeah, it's a problem. We need stone from that. Can't get that anywhere on this planet or in space, despite all the rocks that keep on pelting us as we're going through there. No stone to be had. So that's a problem. There's also not any iron ore or copper ore or anything here, so it'd be difficult to make more concrete. That needs stone and iron and water. And concrete's kind of necessary for things to not melt the ice. It's a combination. We need it to not be frozen, not melting things. We've got some concrete, but might honestly need more. But in order to get more concrete and stone, I think that's probably what the things we need. We need concrete, we need stone here. And then to get that here, it needs to be on the platform, which itself needs rockets for the most part. So what we need to do is get this into position around a planet that can just ferry up concrete and stone and explosive rockets, and also get this whole thing set up to have a huge supply of rockets available to just be put into service. So what we need to do for that is look at our planets and consider them. We're currently just over Fulgora, which has a nice supply of concrete, that's for sure. But the explosive rockets would be more of a problem. In terms of things needed to make explosive rockets, it would be explosives and rockets. And is iron plates and explosives. It's basically just iron plates and explosives. Getting the iron plates requires going through the whole recycler loop there. And explosives are coal, sulfur, and water. Water being one of the main problems we're having here. It's being all used up from the limited ice melting we're doing. So that's not really going to accomplish much. We also do need to get some of the holmium plates for later. Let's probably start sending those up. Consider how this is going. Everything's here. Let's go up to the platform. Make a request for holmium plates. Rocket capacity 1,000. It's pretty good. That's like 2,000 of those, I guess. Go over to Fulgora. This is a regular chest. We need to replace that with a requester chest. Robot, fix that. Can't escape out of that. Put this back here. Q. Nope. Also press escape. Intimacy for construction requester chest. There's no requester chests on the planet. Awesome. Okay. Can we request they make a requester chest? Is that something we could accomplish? Circuits, steel chest. Okay. We can't leave. That's the problem here. Because we're currently stuck. I don't think we'd even make the rocket to leave currently. We're not technically trapped though, so it's probably fine. This box here already has everything we need. Just place this here. It's got 2 of the things we need. We need a steel chest though. Alright. Oh, is there also... There's none of those available. Okay. Aha. Right. I mean, it's right here. It's in a steel chest, though. Okay. What is... Can we see what is on the network, perhaps? Roboport. I'm not sure what's on the network. We had a chest here. Alright. Logistics systems storage. We got gears, stone, circuits, concrete, steel. One electronic thing. Yeah, there's no assembly machines on here. Or boxes. Okay. Well, there's 10 iron crates in the logistics storage system. Alright. And iron and copper. Okay. Yeah, I think we could do something here. We need to commandeer a construction machine. Like this one here. Here's a requester chest. Here's a construction machine. Let's make an engine unit. Not anymore, it's not. You are now going to make me... I guess just a regular assembly machine? We need to at least get started somewhere. Iron, gears, and circuits. Okay. And this is a passive provider chest. Okay, we also need requester chests. Do we have requester chests anywhere? We're making this more difficult than it needs to be. Uh-huh. Turn off the request there. It's missing for construction. Yeah, I know. Well, we need to get to that at some point. Do we have inserters in the system? Also, no. Okay. Need to move things to a... There's no chest either. So we need somewhere with a requester chest and an inserter into an assembly machine with... Yeah. Passive provider chest. That's not gonna work. Can we make this work? Do we have robots? Contains some robots. So it contains working. We got logistics and construction bots here. So in theory. Passive provider chests. They were providing things. These are storage chests, steel chests. Steel chests. Requester chest, steel chest. So we didn't put down any requester chest. Provider chests. Uh-huh. Passive provider. Storage. Steel. Kinda. We really need to come back here ourselves here. We could drop things into here, but we can't put down any thing. Let's get out. This is a steel chest. It's not gonna work. We almost have the things in here to be able to make something else. Iron, gears, electronic circuits. Yep. That could make a inserter, technically. It wouldn't help us to do that. Can we pick up things and then they'll be on the network? That might work. So pick these up. Okay. That's gonna put those in a storage chest over here. Alright. Cool. Then we would have that. And then if we make requester chests and then it breaks, we'll be able to do that. We need steel. There's steel in here. Okay. Is there steel chests anywhere? This one has the requester chests. Just break this. You'd probably bring all the stuff to places. I kind of don't want it to do that, though. I'm trying to be clever about this. What I'm going to do is go here. Two missing for construction. Just that. It's fine. And then from here... Which one has steel? This one. One of these. Put that there. That's available. It's going to work. It has no power. Okay. Oh, power poles. Is there any power poles in the system? I don't think there is. We're making this needlessly complicated for ourselves. Alright. Yeah, that's not there. We're just gonna go... Can we get a power pole out of... Can we make a power pole? We could probably make a... Can we make... We need to make a chest. And then we can move stuff with the requester chests. We could... If we put things into here... From here? This has the requester chest. Okay. Let's see if we can go break down a long-handed inserter somewhere. Any of those around? Any of those in here? Also no. Long-handed inserter. So we take a long-handed inserter, we can bring things from that chest into the storage chest, and then they can be used. There's a long-handed inserter. Okay. Get that put in storage. Brilliant. We got a long-handed inserter here. We're going to use filter on long-handed inserter that doesn't exist yet. Requester chests. Ah, it's one short. No. Okay. We pick that up with this. Then it gets put there. Perfect. Okay. Now, we can put in the rocket. That's not really what we want. Back there for now. Oh, where are you taking that? Regular. Okay, cool. So now this is a requester chest. Brilliant. You can request from there. Kinda. So if you request from there, you can put it into here. It's at least something. Let's get a couple more requester chests going. Alright. And also grab a couple inserters. Would be good. Okay. Making this as silly as possible. Waiting for source items. No more fast inserters in there, huh? Really? Okay. Let's place down What are we trying to do? We got the requester chest here now. It's going to accomplish the grabbing holmium plates idea. It's not perfect. It's at least gonna kind of technically work. 1,000 holmium plates, please. All the robots doing their best. We're gonna need plenty of these. So we're gonna get filled up. Great. We'll put the long-head inserter back over here. Where it belongs. So why not? No, you got it. It's gonna be here in a moment. You'll be fine. Okay. So we're filling up on some holmium plates. That's nice. How much of this we have? A lot. Okay. Well, I wouldn't be too mad to bring even more here. 3 launches worth. Yeah. I also could technically launch up some concrete, but that would require us to go through this whole system here. We don't really have as much supplies here for launching rockets. We got enough to accomplish this, at least. Also, see how many plates we end up making. How much does this take per? One plate is 20. So in this we make like 1,000 more. Yeah, probably not going to quite get the 3,000 we're looking for, but it's at least something. That'll be helpful once we get back here and need to make more lithium. Because this is just the lithium we got from rocks here. So it's not a... It's maybe technically an infinite source, but running around mining all the rocks is not the best use of time. Okay. So there launches off the first 1,000 holmium plates. We're worried about using too many holmium plates here? Not really. We're already kind of stocking up very well on the science here. It's almost completely full too, so that'll solve that problem. Okay. Yeah, you guys just need to keep making what you can. Just the solution, use up all the solution. Solution's coming from ore and the stone, which you also need from the other place. Yeah, this is working. It's getting the job done. I don't have all the robots going because they only grab them as soon as they can. If I have a decent amount too, which is pretty good. Robot. They exist. Very momentarily. Okay. Yeah. How much lithium would we be able to make with that much stuff? Lithium takes 1 plate to make 5 lithium. So with like 3,000 plates here, it could be making like 15,000 lithium for stuff. I think it's pretty good. Also probably even more. The cryogenic plant also has an efficiency bonus, which it probably does. I'm happy with that. Okay. But yeah. I'm gonna keep on getting more of this eventually. This will be fine for now. Let's get this all made up here. There goes the second launch. Well, a decent amount of solution left. He keeps making more solution too, so technically we have more than that. Not bad. Alright. Already sending some more in. Brilliant. What else we got up on the platform? Don't we have a bunch of requests in here? They're not fulfilled. We set all these to go places. We don't technically need all this. They're just what we use for doing stuff here. Okay. We'll wait for the last of the plates to get here. So we can set up a system for getting the rockets out of here. which we're going to be doing. So need to remove one of these. Place fast inserters. That only take the rockets, because that's the one we actually run out of. Explosive rockets. Copy that. Put it onto here. Here. I mean, technically it only needs to be one side, but the better we can get it going, the better. Okay. I'll go over here. Somehow. Still have some ability to get stuff here. Right, do we have space? Just cross here without removing one of these? Not really. One less silver panel. Okay. And then we need to go underground on the rocks for a bit. Let's have some space. And then here needs to be specifically on one side of this. Guess we just make it be just on one side of this. We've already found some rockets. Where do you guys come from? Okay. So it's on this side. So on this side, this side, this side. Now that'll put explosive rockets on this side of this belt. Which goes all the way up here, all the way up here, all the way up here. Then merges onto the correct side of this. So that'll put more explosive rockets up here. After the first three here, which is acceptable. That should be good. Okay. Let's go back down to Factorio here. Since you're almost done. Right, 900, basically. Oh, is it stopped? We run out of stuff. Maybe the exact number, that'd be perfect, but we got 900, 610. That's not for the last bit here. We can get the 4,000 here. Then we can turn this off. Oh, let's fill up this box again with another 1,000. Then hopefully fill up the storage tank here too. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, that'll be 20,000 lithium. That's pretty good. That's at least something here. Useful one for when we actually get this back over there. It's gonna be still a bit of a process here. Accomplish one thing. And only half of these plates are even getting there, because half of them are going down this way now too. Almost. It's only 50 more. Limited by the ore now here. Previously that was filling up here. That is not the most common thing to grab. Alright. This middle lane is stopped, which is not good. How to manage that? It's looped around in such a way that it is frozen in place. Because none of the things in front of this are the one that it's going to take. Great. Same thing has happened here. So not a perfect solution, apparently. It needs some mixing. So we accomplish that with additional splitter. Which isn't available, apparently. Should be able to grab a splitter from here. 969. Still working. We need to request a splitter. And then it's going to be in the requester chest. Do we get anything from anywhere else? For request a... Do we have a provider chest in here? We got requester chests. If we just fast inserter out of here. No. Out of here. Filter. Express splitter. Got no power. We had the long-handed inserter in here previously. Took that out to make this. Next, long-hand inserter here. Okay. Long-hand inserter. You. Let's need some more long-hand inserters. Filter, get me some long-hand inserters out of here. Just for future use. And then to storage. And stop taking all these. One hand insert in storage. What are we trying to do? Trying to get some. Let's filter medium electric poles. And with that, we'll be able to grab other things. Let's go launch this. Over that. Unfortunately, it only lets us grab one at a time. Maybe if we deconstruct, take all the stuff in this pile. That might work. Grabbed all that. And we get some medium power poles in here. Guess I didn't actually grab all that. I'll grab the one bit. Deconstruct this. Yep, that's still not working. This is not the intended mechanic for this. Clearly. Okay. We got power poles there. We now place a medium power pole here. And place a fast inserter here. What are we trying to do? We got it. So these exist. We got the power poles out. We can do that. What were we trying to access? That's important. We need to get the splitters. Okay. That's actually over here. But still, this power pole is still useful, though. Get me some express splitters out of this box, please. It's only grabbing one at a time here. Take that. It grabs this one. It's going to grab some splitters. And then we can split those around and fix this system. Maybe. Just needs to keep switching what's available. Or something. Okay. So now that's happening. Let's see if this... I mean, this has unmessed itself. Somehow. Double fix this. Amazing. See if adding this fixes this. It's still on the same side. It's gonna mix it around a little bit. Oh yeah. Looks nice. And is anything happen over here? Nope, because everything's full. Also, this side has no power for some reason. And no... It's got no power because all the ice has no power. Because there's no fuel. Because there's no grabbing any of this. Because the bulk inserters are full of other things. Yeah, this side isn't doing much. Anyways. I think that's probably good for here. We're going to fill back up on aluminum plates. Going to fill back up on aluminum solution eventually. Because we've got almost 20,000 of the science here. So that solves that. If we go back to the platform here, we've now got our aluminum plates here, which is lovely. Extra cargo bay. System is going to get the rockets out of storage and into use. Get a good number of rockets. It's almost full again, which is great. We definitely need more rockets to feel more comfortable. We're also getting a little bit full on the metal rocks. We'll just add this back here again. With output priority. Metallic rocks. Just throw those out of here. It's a little bit getting full. It's not full, but you could have less. Okay. And now, with this system in place, we need to go to a place that is going to have explosive rockets and stone. Not Gleba. This place is a mess to keep running. Volcanus has stone in decent quantities from the smelting. I think we're throwing all that in. We're throwing bricks and stone in the lava, so we don't actually have an excess of it here. So I think we're going back to novice here. If we look at supplies of things, we should have some stuff. We got stone bricks. We just need actual stone. We also need explosive rockets. I don't know if we've set up a system to make a whole bunch of those. I haven't really gone to a thing that needs a whole pile of rockets in it. We should presumably be able to set that up, though. And this actually should have more of the things we need in the system. Presumably. See if there's a place we can see the full logistics storage stuff. It's got a scroll bar there. We scroll in this scroll bar? We should be hovering over it. Anyways, we need to send the platform on a trip back to Novice, which is a bit of a trip here. All the way here. Oh, it's just in the middle. That's fine. Get over here, and then we'll get stone and explosive rockets and concrete. And then ship that all the way back over here, drop it down. We can actually get started. It's going to take a little bit, though, and quite a few more rocket launches, which is why we need to go to a place that actually has it available. But ultimately, should be doable, while we just continue to stand right here, not freezing, in our mech armor. Next time. Goodbye.